Hello, parents. This is Martin Russell, and if you're watching this, then I must have your student in one of my U.S. history classes. This year, I am teaching only on-level U.S. history classes. No AP classes for me this year. This is my 17th year of teaching at Richardson High School, and Richardson High School is the only school I've worked at. Prior to teaching, I was in the information technology field. I worked at Alcatel and Electronic Data Systems for almost 20 years, and I was in the military for 6 years before that. I have a master's degree in U.S. history from the University of Texas at Dallas. I also have a master's certificate in geographic information systems from the University of Texas at Dallas. So, as your students come into my classroom, what you see on the screen is what they see. It is the daily bulletin, tells them what we're doing today, what assignments are due, what tests and other important events coming up are there. I keep it all right there on the daily bulletin, so I try to keep the students well informed. If the student says that they didn't know an assignment was due, they haven't been paying attention. For classroom content, I generally present things using PowerPoint. I like to keep current events going like that to make things relevant with the students. Always try to tie in the history content with what's going on today. You know, that history always repeats itself thing. Last Friday was Constitution Day. We were mandated by the state that we will teach about the Constitution. As a matter of fact, last week was Celebrate Freedom Week, and we covered amendments last week. Not for the entire class. I have new content that I have to cover, but we did meet the state mandate. And so it's a multimedia presentation. I incorporate videos into the lectures. As I'm lecturing, the students use an app called GoFormative to record their notes. And I do that to keep the students engaged. I try to keep them off the phones as much as I can. I'm not always successful, but I try. Like that. So the app that I use, GoFormative, sometimes the students, as I'm doing the lecture, last week we were doing a lecture about the business tycoons that built America, Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, free enterprise capitalism, stuff like that. The students, in this case, they fill in the blank. Sometimes I will have them analyze political cartoons that I have up on the screen. Sometimes I will give that in an assignment also. But so this is an example of daily work, doing the recording of answers during the lecture, and this will be worth 15 points. Daily work in the class is worth 15 points. Quizzes are worth 25 to 50 points. Projects are worth 100 points, and tests are worth 100 points. An example of a project that we've been working on. As I've been lecturing about the Gilded Age, the students are creating graphic organizers, and this is an example of some of the student work. And so this is going to be worth 100 points. It requires quite a bit of effort. They have to record the information. They have to go out and find pictures online to represent the information, and they have to keep it organized. So this will be worth 100 points. And this was actually due on Thursday or Friday. So this is an example of a project. Tests and quizzes will be done using an app called Quizzes. And this is it's multiple choice. I can have the questions timed or not. And if the students fail, I absolutely will give them another opportunity to retake the quiz. Also, for daily work, I do have the students watch a series of videos, and they do that using this app called Edpuzzle. Videos are usually 5 to 10 minutes long, and they will contain 10 to 15 questions each, and these are worth 15 to 20 points, depending on the length of the video. And this is another example of daily work. Okay, so projects in Google Classroom. This is where I give the student assignments. I've been a little sloppy at the beginning of the year with assigning due dates to these, but not anymore. And as you can see, the students can look out here at a glance and see what assignments from me they have due. If the student is late with an assignment, every student has a good reason why they were why an assignment is being late. It's not a big deal. They just need to come and talk to me. Mr. Russell, parents had COVID. They were both in the hospital. I didn't have a chance to get my work done, stuff like that. They just need to let me know what's going on, and I will give them a chance to turn the assignment in late. I don't take off points for late work. I don't have time to keep track of all that nonsense. Yeah, so, okay, so we've covered daily work. We've covered the note taking. We've covered the PowerPoints. Covered grading policy. As far as my educational philosophy goes, I'm not conservative or liberal. At least I try not to be. I try not to show any bias in the class. I try to keep things balanced. I try to get the kids to work, to look at things from both viewpoints, the liberal and the conservative viewpoint. I know there's so much nonsense going on with politics in the classroom these days. Critical race theory, I don't teach it. Actually, this year I am going to teach what it is. I'm not going to teach them that they have to believe in it. But because there's so much going on in the news lately about it, I will teach them what critical race theory is. And I do talk a lot about race in the class. It seems to be a good, engaging topic for the students. So again, I try to present both viewpoints. If I'm giving my opinion, I let the students know that it is my opinion and not a fact. And like whatever the students want to believe, I don't tell them they have to believe any specific viewpoint. I let them figure it out for themselves. Let's see. So what else can I say? Oh, contacting me. Best way to contact me is using email. martin.russell@risd.org. It's on my school webpage, and it's also on the syllabus too. I also will be contacting you guys using a texting app called Talking Points. I'm entering all the parental data into it now. It's 134 sets of parents that I have to enter the data in for. And so you'll be getting texts from me letting you know if there's a test coming up, if there's an important assignment due that's coming up, or if your kid is failing, I will text you and let you know that your kid is not passing my class. And if we need to have a phone call, we can do that. We can Zoom. I'm available for all of that. Tutoring times. I'm in school most mornings at 6 a.m. Tutoring hours are from 8:30 to 9. I don't think they let the students in any sooner than that. Actually, they can get in at 8, I believe, if they have a tutoring pass. So if they need to come in for tutoring, they see me for a tutoring pass, I'll give it to them. They can come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll get things squared away. Also, 8th period, the advisory period. My duty for advisory period is tutoring. So the students, if they tell me they want to come in and make up a test, or they need help working on a project or something like that, all they have to do is let me know, and I will give them a tutoring pass, and they will be free to come and see me during the 8th period advisory time. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to end this now. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. And if you need to contact me, shoot me an email. martin.russell@risd.org. That's Russell with 2 S's and 2 L's.